followed his career, he has certainly stepped up. But tell us a little bit about Unbound Company. They're going to be in action on the Forbidden Door pay-per-view coming up.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing Shingo Takagi and Teton take on the Young Bucks and El Sky teams Mascara Dorada and Mystico later on in our main card. And Joe Maloney, recently a joint tag team partner with Shingo Takagi, who we'll see later on today. But Maloney, this is an individual we really have to watch out for in a way like this.
Daniel Garcia, no shortage of confidence. However, the last time we saw Daniel Garcia this past Wednesday night on Dynamite, he was left laying by Swerve Strickland. That vertebreaker seemed to really affect Garcia adversely. So it bears watching whether Maloney is familiar with that injury and whether he targets the neck of Daniel Garcia.
Garcia looking rather sprightly, given 4 days away. Oh, look at this. What bravado.
Joe Maloney's not exactly the type of guy that you want to test a strike game with, but if anyone can match him, it might be Daniel Garcia.
Garcia the shoulder tackle. Maloney comes back with one of his own. Takes Garcia off his feet, a second one. And Garcia to the outside, trying to recollect himself as Maloney left inside the ring. You see Marina Shafir at the ringside.
Tell Garcia to calm down, take some breaths, take all the momentum away from Maloney, who literally drilled the former TNT champion.
Garcia hard to the barricade, and Maloney follows it up. Knife edge chop across the chest. And you see at the top of our screen, just over 48 minutes away from Forbidden Door. Coming up, over the barricade into the front row.
Pound for pound, one of the hardest strikers in the game is Joe Maloney. And W getting a taste of it tonight.
Took one look at Marina Shafir and didn't want any part of that, with good reason.
The fans still filing into the SAP Center here in San Jose. I mentioned Forbidden Door coming up at the top of the hour, live on pay-per-view. You can join us on HBO Max. Just visit hbomax.com/AEW. The stake got too occupied with Marina Shafir on the outside. Lost track of Daniel Garcia. Garcia, the dropping screw, followed up by the elbow strike, sends Maloney slow to the floor.
Daniel Garcia is such an intelligent wrestler. Joe Maloney has a lot of brains, but a lot more brawn on that man. It's going to be difficult to face a man like Garcia here.
And internationally, fans, you can join us for Forbidden Door on Prime Video, My AEW, DAZN, YouTube.com, PPV.com, and main event as Maloney hard into the steps by the Death Rider Garcia.
Garcia, very easily influenced. The young man who joined the Death Riders not too long ago.
Yeah, I believe he's easily influenced by you at one point.
Well,
not so evilly influenced of late. No, I certainly haven't forgotten. We came to blows very recently, albeit seemingly by accident.
Garcia trying to really lay it in with those elbow strikes, but I'm not sure Garcia needs that much encouragement. Garcia closing that distance. To the right of our Spanish announce desk.
The glancing blows, Maloney trying to get out of the way, and so a very awkward landing.
Garcia, he may have, actually when he went over the barricade a few moments ago, may have clipped his head on the unprotected concrete, so maybe still feeling the effects of that, or...
There we go. I'll concentrate on him and play with you, sunshine.
Garcia, perhaps still feeling the effects of that vertebreaker from Swerve Strickland this past Wednesday night, as Garcia now maneuvering the leg of Maloney. Garcia has identified his target, Walker, and it is the left leg of Joe Maloney.
Yeah, but I think Joe Maloney is going to have a very poignant target as well. Oh, come on.
This is Death Rider business, and Marina Shafir behind the back. Stefan Smith very narrowly got caught in the act, but
that's disgusting.
You're going to argue with that, Walker? Don't have a word to her.
I've seen many of it.
I was going to say, you've called plenty of House of Torture matches.
Well, okay. Thank the lucky stars not tonight. Daniel Garcia and Joe Maloney here. There's a lot of similarities you can draw between these two men, but for Unbound Company and the Death Riders, it's all about the results, and the results got to be played here on the Forbidden Door buy-in.
We're going to talk about the results. It was Daniel Garcia that suffered the loss when he and John Moxley teamed up against Bandito, which gave Bandito the inspiration to challenge the Continental title.
That will be coming up later on Forbidden Door. Bandito looking to unseat the AEW Continental Champion John Moxley later on tonight. And Maloney, right hand, as Garcia. Garcia was looking for that dragon screw and found it eventually.
I will say this as Garcia attempts for the ankle up there in the center. Maloney's got to get to that rope quickly.
And Maloney has a slight history of injury to that knee there, gentlemen. And right now, this is looking dangerous more than ever.
The leg laced, making it even more difficult for Maloney to maneuver out of it.
And Maloney, though, hammering down on Garcia, trying to force him to relinquish the grip, but Garcia holding on tight to that leg. Marina Shafir, like Maloney, the counter.
No.
The 2 count, drop kick to the knee. As people still filing into the SAP Center here ahead of Forbidden Door, coming your way live on pay-per-view at the top of the hour. What you want?
Garcia in clear control there. A while ago, we would have got a bit of a dancing Daniel Garcia in the corner, but all business now. Right hands really laying in those fists. Be careful he doesn't break those knuckles.
Nigel, I thought you almost spoke too soon there. We're not going to see any dancing here tonight on the buy-in. Not from Daniel Garcia.
You can put your singles away, Walker. I saw you getting your way out.
But Garcia caught Maloney charging in, needed the midsection though. Maloney looking to reverse the suplex. And Garcia inverted. Garcia slips free. Back elbow. Garcia on the move. Maloney leapfrog. Went for the trick. Didn't find it, but found the drop kick instead. However, Maloney, you can see, still laboring with that knee injury.
The earlier offense from Garcia has certainly paid dividends as Marina Shafir willing her Death Rider teammate back to his feet.
And as this match continues, remember, just over 40 minutes away from Forbidden Door, coming up live on pay-per-view. You can join us on HBO Max's HBOMax.com/AEW. As Maloney and Garcia, as you mentioned, Walker, I don't think Garcia wants to get to a prolonged strike exchange with Maloney.
No doubt about it. Joe Maloney's really looking to put something on here in the West for the first time in a long time. And a shot like that is going to lead him a long distance.
Maloney. Garcia slumped in the corner. Close the distance. Garcia boot up into the jaw.
All the time in the world there, but wait a second.
Beautiful. High stack cover made. Garcia, though, escapes.
That's going to be advantageous for Joe Maloney. That man's going to be looking for his patented maneuver, the Drill and Kill sometime in the near future. But first, a brief trip to the high skies.
Garcia down on the mat. Maloney to the top. Could be ill-advised.
Oh, yeah.
Pulls through.
Wow, I like it. Pick the leg right there.
And Garcia steps through, looking for the Dragon Tamer.
Now the Dragon Tamer locked in. The Dragon Tamer.
Very deep water, Nigel.
A long way to go if Maloney's going to be able to force a break with the rope. There are a couple of escapes if he can reach back and find the leg of Garcia, but instead he's electing for brute force to force a break.
We've seen in the past, Nigel, when Garcia, he gets a little overwhelmed in that move, sometimes leans all the way back with it, giving his almost giving up his head to his opponent, which proved to be his undoing in the Continental Classic.
It certainly can become a factor, but by the looks of things, perhaps Garcia has learned a lesson or two. He must have learned a lot of lessons under the tutelage of not just Jon Moxley, but so many other people in the Death Riders who have added something to this young man's game.
And speaking of added to the game, Will Ospreay been training with the Death Riders as he prepares for this battle tonight, which he believes is his destiny to win the 2026 Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament. He will face Swerve Strickland tonight in one of our triple main events. Maloney. Oh, here we go. And his power. And John Kelly. No. It's that Marina Shafir.
The official as well.
That's Maloney. We're nearly took Marina down. Garcia, the roll up. What a call from Maloney.
That was a saving grace for Daniel Garcia. There was Marina Shafir.
Maloney here just sticking his chin out.
Lefts and rights from Garcia. Paintbrushing Maloney. And now, twist and shout. Daniel Garcia tuning up the guitar in homage of sorts. The New Japan Pro Wrestling president, Hiroshi Tanahashi, who is in attendance here tonight.
The man who's in the building.
Well, was looking for the Bohan leg trip. Got caught the power of Maloney.
And this might be it. Game over right here. 1, 2.
Yes!
The assist